You're gonna do a superhero landing. Wait for it.
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel. We're getting back on track on the road towards a FOSH 155. And yes, I know it has been nerfed. It's got 560 alpha per shot and not a 640, but it still has that autoloader. It can't one shot or, well, one magazine a grill anymore with HE. But I still want to try to get that tank. And to get it, you had to go through the AMX AC 46, which I did not really like, and then you had to endure this one, and I didn't really like it either. But it seemed to me that after playing it a little bit more, the tank, this one, the AMX AC 48, the tier 8 version of the FOSH basically, it somewhat clicked. And after all, this is just a FOSH. It did only exists in blueprints. Wargaming have done some tweaks with this tank because it's a FOSH with a 20mm, I don't know, what is an anti-aircraft thingy at the back. I don't really know if that's gonna really properly work, a turret like that, unless you have, that is, if you have a gunner in there. I wouldn't want to sit there in that turret at the back with two engines there and then sitting in between two engines in the small turret. Might be just an automated turret. But yeah, it looks funky. It has a rangefinder on top. It is a little teat on top as well, a little boob on the right side. You can see that over there. And those are the obvious weak spots of the tank. The main armor is right there in the front. On the gun mantlet, that front plate is sloped backwards. It is not that thick on paper, the technical thickness, but the effective thickness is pretty good. The gun arc a bit smallish to my liking, but it is a really quick tank, as you can see, and that's what I think kind of changed in the gameplay that I've been doing. And I've decided to show you 3 games. I did 2 of them today. The other one was from yesterday, and they are kind of fun. And I have to talk a lot because nothing's really happening in this game except for the fact that we've not captured a base. We have killed 2 enemy tanks, and then the Terror comes rushing in, and our stand B is going to deploy the very interesting tactic of driving backwards and then swinging your entire tank around, bumping into the enemy, and then try to shoot him, which, as you can see, did not end well. And I do not manage to shoot the standard B because I dubbed the shot into the ground, but I bounced a shot on the gun mantlet. That's a shot bounced from, I think, the E4, the Super Pershing, was on top of the hill, and then I bounced yet another shot from the standard B. And yeah, this tank, it is one which you have to face front with it. Your sides are trash. They are angled slightly, ever so slightly, but they're only 40 mils thick. And 40 mils means that it can be overmatched by any 122mm gun. While we have a Waffle and an Indian Panzer camping at the back, I decided to do a Brave Sir Robin and just run away, save my hit points, which is gonna come in very handy in the end. But as I was saying, you have 40 mils of side armor, 40 mils on the back as well. Any 122mm gun can overmatch that, and there are quite a few tanks at this tier you will be facing in tier 7, 8 and 9 that have really big guns. But also HE shells from medium tanks. I think they will not have much of a problem punching through your rear, through your derrière, or your sides. And I mean, a combat that has a pew pew gun that will not punch through with HE. I think even with calibrated shells. But things like a T20, which is a bit of a hybrid tank destroyer medium tank thingy, get another bounce from the standard B. That tank can mount a 76mm gun with 38 in terms of penetration. And that means that if that's going to run calibrated shells, which I think you should, because why would you not run calibrated shells, you are looking at 42 mils in terms of penetration. Flat on, it will penetrate with HE, and if it's running the 90mm gun, it's got 50 running calibrated shells in terms of penetration on HE, and that can really wreck you. And what I have changed in the gameplay of this tank, because I said I didn't really like it at first, just not. But I think that was probably due to me being a bit too careful with the tank. I was over concerned that I would get shot in the side or in the derriere, in my ass, by a Baltic, by a T-49, by an SU-152, and I'm not playing this. This is just a crap game. It really is. But it also is a game where where it shows that you should not give up. Spoiler there. Spoilers, yes. In the meantime, I have enough time to guide you towards my Steal My Kills contest. There are a few really good games already in. I think the top score at the moment is about 5k. Basically, you have to drive a Tier 9 Tech 3 tank. You have to win the match, get 0 kills, and then your damage combined with the assistance damage is your score. And if you add a high caliber medal, oh, that's lucky, just to get the base just in time. And a high caliber will add 500 points bonus. So yeah, it's worth getting into. You can win a Lure, a Dicker Max, a T25T, and several days of premium time. There's a link in the description below and in the top right side corner of the screen, where you can go to and then watch the entire video of mine on the Steal My Kills contest. And it's endorsed by Wargaming as well, so thank you for that, Team Blitz, in the form and name of Rebels Tribe. There we go. We're losing. You can see this, but I mean, Reds basically had the victory. They had 2 bases, they were 2 medium tanks versus 1 tank destroyer. But this is World of Tanks Blitz, and somehow these two they managed to snatch a defeat from the jaws of a sure win victory. Rip. Oi, oi, oi. All they had to do was sit on the hill or on a ridge, and I would not be able to do anything. Yes, I got a lucky medal from the Pantera. And I can't blame him, I was really lucky. But it was a first class, a kamikaze against a standard B, and it was just a first class because I managed to capture a base. And look at that in terms of XP, what is it, 1021? Which then shows that this tank is, well, I don't know, apparently not that popular. It isn't much played, maybe? I don't really know, to be honest. Let's have a look at the tank side, guys, and, well, it's number 3 in terms of Tech 3 tanks. WZ111 1GFT on top, then the 30, and then the AMX AC Emily 48. You're looking at a 51% win rate, damage ratio, not too bad at all. 2,296 players in the last 90 days. So, yeah, it's apparently hard to do well in this tank. And as I was saying before I managed to snatch that defeat from the jaws of victory, this game is also a bit lucky, but I do position well. And I think the strength of this tank, and as said, I was probably playing it wrong when I first played it. The strength of this tank, I think, is in the brawling factor, in the relocating. I'm not that good at playing fixed gun tank destroyers, except when it's an IG-152, because it has a big motherfucking gun. Or play, for example, maybe a 30 or a Yak Panther, which I kind of feel more comfortable with. I'm really upset, or really afraid of people trying to hit my weak spots on top, or shoot me in the back, or I get tracked in front of an IG-152. But if you position well, then this tank is not bad at all, because the gun is good. It has APCR for premium ammo, which is fine. This shot is going to miss, actually. I'm going to see that later on in the end results. But you're looking at a tank that has a good gun, a tier 10 gun, 122mm AC SA-46, which is quite a mouthful, but it's a 120mm gun at a tier 8 tank destroyer. Your DPM is not brilliant, but your penetration is 260 on AP and 320 on your APCR, which even in the tier 10 battle is, up tier 10, in the tier 9 battle is, well, pretty freaking brilliant. If you're going to run the calibrated shells, which you should do, you're looking at 336 pen on APCR and 273 on your AP. I think it's only the ISU-152 that gets a bigger and more badass gun, while we can shoot this ISU-130 up the ass. There we go, thank you very much. I was checking my names list to see if the IG-152 was still over there, where somebody had killed him, and apparently they had not. And these guys are just running forward. The red team is just going into base C, and well, you're playing very well. You're holding out like a boss over there, trying to survive as much as possible. And I'm just putting shot after shot after shot into these reds, because we have managed to create a bit of a crossfire. And that's where I went wrong, firstly, in playing this tank. I was still concerned I was in the wrong spot. I've been able to find this position, which I think is a key position on what is it, New Bay. You have to have tanks around that, around these two corners. If you get bogged down over here, if you get stuck in the trenches, so to speak, of this park area, you are somewhat doomed. There are a lot of lines of sight into this area while this IG-152 is shooting HE. I can go in AP straight through the front, no problems whatsoever. And we're popping adrenaline because we had done it before anyway, and then the Centurion shoots, the Panthera takes the kill. There we go. A little bit of teamwork. They flanked into A. They cleared the light tank. I just held the line. Thank you very much, team. Another first class medal, as you can see, and a high caliber. Slightly better in terms of XP. But yeah, it is due to me capturing that base together with the team. It is not that well played, I think. But on this one, take note of, I don't know if it's the one with the camouflage or not, but one of these T-49s is going to be instrumental in winning this game. He's going to help me out a lot. And what I'm going to do here, I wanted to move up fairly aggressively. I was thinking, right, I'm going to go into B cap. I'm going to capture B, and then I noticed my heavy is going towards the left, and I had already figured out that there was a fail tune on my team of, I think, a Borsig and a KV-3. Yeah, that's indeed not a very good combo. That's not a combination that you want to see on your team. And then you see two tanks on C-cap. You know there's a T-71 and an IS-3 Defender in the field tune on Reds. They have an IS-3. And then you're rolling up over here. You're trying to shoot that IS and you have IS-3 and you're thinking, oh boy, it's going to be one of those games where you get a clear shot on an IC and it guides it to the inside of the track where it is only track damage. Then you can shoot the red IS-3, and this is what this front plate can do if it's angled backwards. You have to have this little skill that I've shown you, and yes, that bounce was intended. I did try to manufacture that bounce. This is what this front plate can do. Never sit too far to the front of a ridge line. If you have to pull back, it has to be like whoop, pull back, and that's about it. Because that front plate, that's just awesome. It really is. As said, on paper you're looking at 150 mils of armor, and that's not much. But if you have full gun depression, which is not brilliant by any means, you're looking at about 300 mils of effective armor. And if you pull back over the edge like I did there against that IC Defender, your space armor gun mantlet and the thick gun mantlet itself, and those plays, they go up to about 350 max, I would say. 350 max is pretty freaking good. And we're chasing this T-69 now. Oh, hello T-49, there you are. We're just gonna tag team along here. He's gonna shoot a target and I'm gonna shoot the same one. And this is just instant platooning on the fly. He's reloading, and I know that, so I bump into him, not just to bump into him, but I wanted to save him. I wanted that T-69 to shoot me, so I could shoot this IC Defender up the ass, and he's reloaded now. Boom, takes a shot on the T-69. I dunk into him as well, shoot him once. The T-49 is now reloading, and yes, the T-69 can shoot me, but he misses, thank you. And there goes the T-49, straight off the top, and I finish him off. Ha! Yeah, lol. Thank you, mate. That was a really hilarious moment. Your sights, however, 40 mils only, they can bounce. Don't count on it, but if you have it angled like that, it creates an auto bounce angle and you will bounce shots. But here on, it's becoming a bit, I don't know, it's becoming a bit precarious. We have a Tiger P, we have an IS-3, we have a T-71. I wanted them to move, so I moved back. And I waited for them to move. I can shoot the Tiger P. There we go. One shot into the Tiger P. And the Tiger P shoots the T-49. But he shoots back because that's how the game works. You shoot and then they shoot you back. And he's still alive. If I had not waited, if I had not gone for that shot on the Tiger P, then my friendly T-49 would have been dead. And I'm not going to capture A here. This is all conscious. This is all on purpose. This is not just me noobing around. I deliberately stayed out of the cap. And I can see what my T-49 is doing. I can see what he's doing. Yes, mate, I'm coming. I'm going to help you. I know where the T-71 is. He's gone towards the cap. That's an HE shot on the IS-3, so I can shoot him now and track him, hopefully. But it's a Russian tank, so I bounce. And now I have to just get stuck in. And what I'm going to do here is just go straight in, all guns blazing, Yodo Ramon style, into the IS-3, pop adrenaline, yes, bump once. There's my thick gun mantlet, and yes, thank you, bounce. There we go. And here comes the T-49 again. And I got all the cards here. I got the cards. He's going to shoot the IS-3 up the ass. Again, instant platooning. I love that guy. What a great way to play. And he's now just running around. You can see that. He's going to go around towards base C to hopefully clear the T-71. He's doing everything right. And I'm over 4k damage now. I've blocked a bit and I can shoot the T-71. There we go. And victory. 7 kills between the T-49 and me. And thank you, mate. I could not have done it without you. So a big shout out to the T-49, skillfully driven by WoT from the Gark clan. And that's it. AMX AC 48. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Tankers of Blitz. I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers and happy tanking.